morning, my friends. I hope you're keeping well. Hope you're keeping sane. Today we're going to do something that we don't often do in our classes. It's called a Jade Body Qigong. And I'm going to do this in two sections, so half of it today, half of it the next time. And then we'll put it all together at the end. So no, we don't often do it in class, but also, thanks to the wonder of social media, there are people watching who have never worked with me before. So a warm welcome to you all, and I hope you get some pleasure and benefit from the work we do together. So Jade Body Qigong is all about your spine, and there's an expression that says to heal 100 illnesses, begin by healing the spine. We want to keep it flexible and extended, that string of pearls I've mentioned before. I had a picture, a chart, with all the labels for each vertebrae, but I'm blowed if I can find it today. It's not important. To keep it simple, as you go down the spine, it relates to the bits of the body that it passes. So the cervical spine at the neck is more about what's going on in your head, eyes, ears, etc. And then as we come down, so around here, heart, lungs, as we go down to this area, it's your stomach, spleen, pancreas, liver, all of those things. And then down towards the bottom is the bladder, urinary, reproduction, all that sort of thing. Up your spine we have something called a governor vessel, a very important meridian channel. That goes right up the centre of the back. Either side of the spine, coming down, are the bladder channels. So we want to keep those open, keep the energy flowing, keep the qi flowing. Jade Body Qigong. I thought it appropriate to wear my beautiful Chinese top. We're going to start with a little bit of tapping. I'm going to use a soft fist today. Don't know why, but coming down the inside of your arm, go back a bit, haven't I? And up the outside. You can use a flat palm, or you can just press. But for me today, it feels like it needs a soft, gentle fist. Get into the shoulders, and don't forget those lung channels beginning here at the front, following it down the arm. So we're moving with the flow of your qi. And we'll do that one more time this side. And then we'll change over. So again, fists, open palm, or pressing. Inside we're going down, turn it over, come back up, get into the shoulders and those lung points. Now we'll do once more. And of course our 2-2-1. Try and help our immune system. And we're down the side, down the legs, and back up the inside. And next a movement called knocking at the gate of life. The gate of life, your Ming Men, around here. One fist there, the other, your lower dantian, there's your navel, 4 finger widths, and we're there. And we're just going to tap gently with alternate hands. Sun's coming out, wacko. It's quite cold though. I will extend that into a looser swing with the waist. Take the weight over. Somebody asked if I had a minor bird. I don't have a minor bird. What you hear are mostly sparrows and seagulls, herring gulls to give them their proper name. The sea is just behind me, just across the stretch of the golf course. Get bigger. And slow it down. Gradually getting smaller. And coming to a standstill. Well done. Microcosmic orbit, this is what we're going to do next. So that governor channel coming right up the spine, back of the neck, over the top of the head, finishes on your upper palate. The other one, conception, starts here, or finishes here rather. So we need to have our tongue, it's called the magpie bridge, we need to have our tongue resting very lightly on the upper palate, just behind the front teeth, on that little ridge. It just makes a connection with the two channels. So we're going to think upwards with our in-breath, downwards with our out-breath. And it's just a gentle focus. Don't think, oh gosh, must move my chi, must move my chi. Just being aware and taking the focus around the body. And we're just going to do that standing calmly. We have our feet at shoulder's width. Keep finding little dips. There we go, that's where I need to be. So our feet are shoulder width. A little softness at the back of the knees, not a bend, just so that no joints want to be locked. Lock your joints, you block your chi. Lock your blood, they flow together. Softness, and already we want to think about the spine. Generally it's curved. We want to straighten as much as possible, tipping the hips slightly forward. Don't lean back. You have to pretend you're a belly dancer. Just from the waist, that last little section of your spine, your sacrum, your coccyx coming forward. And the chin wants to be a little tucked back, thinking about this curve at the back of the neck. None of this, don't droop, don't look up to the sky. Stretching it out. So we just stand for a moment and have a little journey from your top down to your feet. And as you go down through, we're just going to be aware of how the body is feeling today. In your mind, you might be feeling a bit fraught, a bit stressed. Just try and let it go, even if it's only for a few minutes. Softening around the eyes, the jawline, no clenched teeth, shoulders, just like you're melting away any of that tension, any of your stress. You can right down your arms to your fingertips. Imagine it dripping off the ends of your fingers and soaking into Mother Earth. And we continue down the body, keeping the chest relaxed so that we can breathe as best we can, taking the breath all the way down to the diaphragm, down your spine, your buttock muscles, your gluteals, let them soften. Down the legs, obviously your legs have to work a bit, otherwise we'd all be crumpled on the floor. All the way down to your feet, through that bubbling spring point on the sole of each foot, your Yongchuan point, letting any stress, tension, anything that no longer serves you, let it drain down to earth. And when that's done, we just bring our attention to our breath. Naturally, that gentle rise and fall. Notice what part of your body is moving. If you're only at the top here, you've still got some relaxing to do. We want to use the whole cavity. Feel the movement right down to your diaphragm, possibly even a little bit of expansion of your abdomen as you breathe in. My hands are cold. Breathe in and out through your nose where it's possible. The out breath a little longer than the in breath. And now we're going to take our focus up the spine as we breathe in. So we're going up the spine, back of the neck, over the top of the head to this point here. Out breath over the tongue and back down the front to the pelvic floor. So as we begin, we just pull up the muscles of the pelvic floor a little, and then we take that journey. Breathing in, all the way up the spine, the back of the neck, over the top of the head, to the upper palate, the tip of the tongue, breathing out, over your tongue, back down the front, and release. And continue with that for a few more breaths. In breath, pelvic floor up the spine, neck, head, round the centre front. Out breath over your tongue and back down the centre. Just a gentle focus. The chi will flow naturally. Keeping the spine lengthened, the vertebrae open. Last time. Jade Body Qigong, the first few movements, offering the body, cleansing the body as clean as jade. Bring my hands out here. To begin with, we bring the tips of the middle fingers and the tips of the thumb together, just gently, arms at your sides, and take your feet to shoulders width. So I'm doing this slowly today, and a few times, so that you can really start to understand and remember what we're doing. we're taking our arms out to the side, straight out, shoulder height. So our fingers are still together, and then we're going to bend the elbows and bring them in to the centre of the chest. We rotate, and this is our offering, unconditionally, palms upward. Next we're going into soft fists, and we do this by first moving the little finger, bending the little finger, then go through each finger, put the thumb over the top. We bring the hands back to the centre of the chest, elbows out to the side. Let's do that bit again. So thumbs and middle fingers. Now this is, because we're doing things slightly differently, we're thinking about expanding and extending the spine. The breathing and the movements have a different quality to a lot of the other Qigong that we do. So when we're extending, when we're stretching, we will be breathing in and thinking about making that body as long as we possibly can. So we're here at the side, and we're taking the arms out and we're breathing in. So like somebody's got that piece of string at the top of your head and pulling you up. And now we're going to exhale and release. Feel that relaxation right down through the body. We're going forward, offering, and we're breathing in. Push down into the floor, pull up from the crown of the head. Little finger first, to the chest, release, relax. In breath and push, little finger opens first, until the palms are facing outwards with the fingers up. Back into that Shanzhong place, centre of the chest. Breathing out, releasing. Pushing downwards, in breath. And really stretch out through the spine. Feet rooted downwards, crown lifted upwards. Release. Hands back up. Slide the fingers in and interlock. Rotating, pushing upwards, looking straight forward. And we're aiming to get the arms right back by the ears, not just here. Don't stick your chest out, don't arch your back. Lift. And down. Okay, so that second section we've offered, we've come in. Little finger first, push, release, palms facing downwards, fingers inwards, push and stretch. I'm feeling better already. Release, interlocking, pushing up. Eyes forward, arms back by your ears if possible, and down. Okay, let's go through that whole sequence a couple more times. Thumb and middle finger, breathe in. Release, breathe out. Offering, in breath. I wonder what you would give me. Release. Back in, little finger first. I think unconditional love is the thing. If you feel up to that. Out to the side, little finger first. Breathing in and stretching. Release. Pushing down. Stretching out. Release. Interlock. And stretch. and down. We only do this one time when we do the full sequence, but it's good to practice. And lifting. Middle finger and thumb together, release. And forwards. Thank you for being here. Little finger. Thumb over the top. To the side. Little finger first. And pushing. Release. So the relaxing is almost as important as the stretching. Otherwise you don't get the difference, do you? Yin and yang. Pushing. Release. Lock the fingers. And lift. Spine is straight. Okay, so from our position up there, we're going to do the cleansing the body as clean as jade. And we did look at this in another session. I can't remember which one. So away from the surface of the skin, down the back, and we do this 3 times. Come around the front. It's like you're brushing off, wiping off any negativity. Down your arms and over your face. Number 2, down your neck, shoulders, either side of the spine, over your buttocks, down the back of the legs, all the way to your toes. Top of the feet, inside of the legs, coming up. Just breathe naturally. And one more. Brought my clock out. I don't know how long we've been working. So we finish at the top. We're going to move on to the turtle. When a turtle breathes, it stretches his neck. So we come down as if you've got a small ball, and you are going to have your left hand pointing forward, your right hand pointing inwards, and just touching the tip of the thumbs, joining heaven and earth. So we're going to take the hands and put them to the back of the neck. So we're here, your left hand is the one on top, and when you go to the back of your head, your neck rather, you're just going to fold them over like that. Okay, so if it's here to there. You don't have to do the leg thing, that was just so that I hope you could see what I was doing. So we're placing the hands on the back of the neck, no pressure. Your hands are concave, and just allow your neck to settle back into that shape. Just relax and open the cervical spine. We are going to bend forward, bending the knees with the back as straight as you can. So we bend forward. If you keep your elbows open, it helps keep the shoulders open. So we're bending forward and bending the knees. Back is still a little relaxed. Now we're going to push down into the floor and pull out the spine as far as you can, like someone again is pulling that string from the top of your head. We then relax again, and we're going to stand up, and we're going to have a little bit of a waggle as we come up. It says in the text, violently. I'm not quite sure what violently means. We bring the hands back up to the top. Your left hand is pointing forwards. Do that 7 times altogether. So fold them gently to the back of the neck. Let your neck settle into that shape. We're going forward and bending the knees. Straighten the knees, push into the floor, pull out your spine. Think of the neck, think of it straight. Should be looking straight to the floor. Release, and then waggle and up. Forwards. Stretch, breathe in. Relax. And wiggle. In breath. Breathe out. Pushing, stretching. Out breath. Really think of focus on the back of your neck. Release and wiggle. Sorry. Number 4. And stretch. Back of the neck straight. Release and waggle. See, the more you do it, the more you want to waggle. Bending the knees. Stretch out. Relax. And wiggle. Relax at the top. 2 more. Back of the neck open. Last one. Doing well. Stop any time, of course, if it starts to hurt. Don't force it. I think most people do that automatically. Nobody wants pain. Release. Have a good shake. And that is the turtle stretching his neck to breathe. I think we'll just relax for a moment and just very gently turn the head from side to side. Just release if it's feeling a bit stiff. We can still be turtles. They must look from side to side. And gently forward. Just let your head drop downwards. And straight. And forwards. And straight. And again, just relax. Shoulders down. Straighten up. When we come to the end of this sequence, it's our friend the Immortal stroking his beard. So we'll do that to finish. Breathing in. That lovely white silky beard all the way down towards your abdomen, towards your lower dantian. Breathing in. In at the top. Breathing out. Last one. Boys left, girls right. And have a little rub. So there are 2 more bits to that set, which we will do next time. Keep practicing that one, and then you'll be all ready for it. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.